Well, good evening, everybody. I like Scratch dancing to the music. This is always fun. Welcome to a DM Tales actual play. I think this is only the third that I've done on the channel. The first one, I melted my internet, so that was really kind of fun. But it was Shadow Dark, so it was also cool. You were on that stream, Jim.
Oh,
That was
honest John.
that was where Jameson was the youth pastor, and you incinerated his flute. That was a fun one. It's a good. Go back and watch it. It's fun. And then we did Streamline Superheroes the other week, and now we're here doing. And I'm looking at the words to make sure I get them in alphabetical order. Clever, cool, crazy. And I'm going to introduce our revealer of words into worlds. I want to say words all the time in just a second, but I'm going to introduce the players across, and then we're going to find out who we're playing in a little bit. But first is one elder goblin himself, Jorben. How you doing today, Jorben?
Oh, feeling pretty clever, kind of cool, and a little crazy, you know.
You had to get that in first. No one else can do that now. I don't know. It's
We can all do it.
That is true. Jorben, thank you for playing. I'm interested to see what your Chaos Goblin is going to be doing with this. It should be fun.
Me
Next
too.
to you in my screen is one Jim Getz. How you doing, Jim?
Doing all right.
Awesome. You're hopping in with the semester, right?
Yep.
Brain working yet?
Sure. Everything's fine. We're week 4. Everything's great.
Everything's great. And down below me is one Dave from Grimwood Games. How you doing, Dave?
I'm exhausted, to be honest. I've done 27,000 steps today. I'm barely here.
You are getting your steps in. It's going to be fun. What are you drinking?
Just Pepsi.
Okay, so you got the caffeine going, not a depressant to put you to sleep. That's fine. And next to you is someone who eventually is going to get an interview on DM Tales and be
Believe
on,
it when I see it.
Well, hey, you're on live, man. It's fine. But this is our local squirrel. Scrat, how you doing today?
I'm good. I can't say I'm cool because you know where I live, and it's the opposite of cool. And if you've seen my material, you know I'm not clever either. So
a little bit crazy.
Crazy I can get away with.
There you go. It's very good. You wrote an entire system, and it's laid out in PowerPoint.
That's right.
It's
nuts.
That is absolutely nuts.
Absolutely nuts.
We love playing Scratch Nuts. It's very good. That joke is never, ever going to get old. And then next to you is our revealer of, I'm going to say this right, worlds tonight, one Glen Finney. Glenn, what is your claim to fame on the YouTube and TTRPG space, aside from being the creator of this fun system?
Well, I do a few things. I do a fundraising team, RPGs versus AD, for the Alzheimer's Association Longest Day. We did a series of live streams, raised almost $6,000 for the fight against Alzheimer's disease. I am also one of the grand game masters at the DC20 West Marches Discord, where we have lots of DC20 games going. And also do a little game mastering in Myriad Legends over on Esper the Bard's Discord. And, I get around, and I've been playing these games for a very long time. And my day gig is I'm a behavioral neurologist, so I study all those things the brain does that are particularly human, like language, tool use, personality, consciousness, and the diseases that affect them, like Alzheimer's disease and related disorders.
And just talking with you about the whole thing when we did our interview a couple months ago was absolutely fascinating. So if you get a chance to go back and watch that interview, go look, because it's the stuff that they're working on is really, really cool. Well, I am done with my hosting gig. Glenn, you are in charge this evening, so take us away.
Very good. So welcome to this very special session of Clever, Cool, Crazy, where we will be taking you to the world of Babylon 5. So, give me 1 second here. Because I want to tell you all that it was the dawn of the third age of mankind. 10 years after the Earth Minbari War, or 13 perhaps. The Babylon Project was a dream given form. Its goal, to prevent another war by creating a place where humans and aliens can work out their differences peacefully. It's a port of call, home away from home, for the clever, the cool, and the crazy. Humans and aliens wrapped in 2,500,000 tons of spinning metal, all alone in the night. It can be a dangerous place. But we will start first safely in your quarters on the station, and we're actually going to start with Jorbin's character. Jorbin, you are asleep, and you know as you sleep that you dream. And in your dreams, you see a star field, and amongst the stars, Gideon Gray. And Gideon comes up to you and he says, "Who are you?"
So Gideon Gray comes up to himself then.
Mm.
Well, I'm you, aren't I?
So then you see next to you Chip Artie. And he says to you, Gideon, "Who are you?"
Well, now this is getting a bit redundant. I believe I already said who I am. I don't know what you're doing here with me and other me.
And you hear Chip say, "You will learn." And with that, you wake up and you head out of your quarters after whatever you normally do upon awakening. But in the hallway, a man comes up to you wearing a dark suit, his black hair slicked back, and he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Gideon Gray, I have a question for you."
Please don't ask me who I am.
"Oh, I would never dream of asking you that."
All right, I'm awake.
"What do you want?"
Oh, boy. Well, I think the same thing everyone wants. Fame, fortune, a gaggle of adoring fans.
Well, thank you for your time. Similarly, that night, Dave Grimwood Games, your character, your protagonist, is also dreaming. And in your dream, you are back on Minbar in a temple. But you are not alone, because in the temple is also Gideon Gray. And Gideon says to you, Tylen, "Who are you?"
You know who I am. Why would you be asking me such a weird, stupid question? I am your dealer, of course.
And as you say, "I am your dealer," you wake up. You feel a little tingle along the bony ridge of your head. Usually something you've only associated with when you've done a telepathic scan. But other than that, the dream fades. You go outside of your quarters, and there you two are greeted by a man dressed in black with slicked back black hair. Excuse me, Tyler Mayer, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What do you want?
More money.
Is that it?
Yeah, maybe some safety, but more money's better.
Well, Thank you for your time. That night, Dr. Q's character, Jim, your character also dreamt. And in your dreams, you see, hold on a second here, Gideon. Yes. Oh no, you see Chip. You see Chip Artie.
Mm-hmm.
And you're back on Narn.
Mm-hmm.
Chip comes to you and he says, "Who are you?"
I'm a fabulist, I say to him and smirk. And raise my eyebrows. That I don't have because I'm a Narn.
That's right. But yet your ridges raise in a way that Chip Artie seems to understand, and then you awaken from the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And you two go out about your business when, again, you're accosted on your own by a man in a black suit, slicked back, black hair. Excuse me, Jaquez, is it... I have a question for you.
Oh?
What do you want?
See, so Jaquez is a technomage Narn. And so the technomages have beef with both of these groups. And so I think that he would immediately do something technomagey to get as far away from this guy as possible as soon as he hears that. Because he doesn't want to be anywhere near someone who's going to say that to him. Because
you know what?
He knows who these guys are.
Interesting. I think that requires a roll.
First roll. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's actually both very clever, very cool, and maybe a little bit crazy in this situation. You're getting all three.
Okay.
You obviously are using your Techno Mage, and is there any other feature that you think applies to this attempt to get to safety?
I don't. I don't want to. It's the first roll of the night. Let's not use anything. But my Techno Mage is my highest score, so right. I have 4 in Techno Mage, and then I'm clever, cool, and crit. Does that mean I roll 7 dice?
Nope. It just means you have 7 before you roll. If you want
7 before my roll.
You can spend effort to roll more than 1 die if you wish.
And you said before we went live, we all have 4.
Yes, you currently have 4.
All right. So I only roll 1 right now, but I get plus 7. I don't know.
To whatever you roll.
I'm gonna put another 1 in. We'll put 2 in. Put 2d6 in.
Yeah.
And then we add 7 to this. Let's see what happens. We're hitting the roll button. See if this all works because technology.
Okay.
That's
an 8
problematic.
Total.
Yes. So for folks who don't know, the 6 counts as 0 because it goes from 0 to 5 in this game. So he rolled a 1 plus 7. He's got an 8 total.
No, I love how they bounce into each other.
It's fun.
All right. So your total, I believe, is 8 currently, correct?
Yes, because 6 is so basically I rolled a 1, chat. That's what I rolled.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Plus 7. So 8 total. All right.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So. Which not only, okay, this is fun. So first of all, go ahead and put a 0.8 next to your Techno Mage level. You just gained experience for using your Techno Mage. The first time you use a feature in a session of Clever, Cool, Crazy, you gain experience. In this case, because the one shot, I have set it to 0.8 for that.
Ooh.
And but you also unlocked another special thing. You rolled a 0, right?
Okay. Yes, I said it.
Which means you're learning the hard way. So add another 0.1 of experience to your lowest feature you used, which you only used once. So you're at 0.9 already in your Techno Mage. You're learning fast how to get out of trouble. But yet again, we've learned one more thing. You're tied. So We are in a tie situation. You could choose the very popular choice of a roll-off to see who succeeds. You can choose to accept the tie, in which case nothing really will change per se. You could choose to succeed at a cost, aka a condition, which won't last too long, or you can choose to fail but gain an asset from your failure.
You know what? I think I'm gonna succeed with a cost because I really want to get away from this guy.
Then you do. So describe to us what it looks like when you manage to escape from him. Yeah.
It's definitely one of those technomagi type things where he does a thing and then just, like, it has to be fabulous. Even though he's a Narn and he's very austere, their technomages are all, everything we know about them, they're very fabulous, and like there's some kind of pyrotechnics Banff kind of situation, and then he's no longer there. He has absconded himself from the situation. So yeah. How exactly? It's never quite explained. A magician won't tell you his tricks, but he's no longer there. Maybe the pyrotechnics burned me. That might be a condition, or it might be something else that you
know
can
what?
bring on me later. We'll see.
I think pyro burned 1 makes for a delightful condition.
All right, pyro
burned
1
for that. Yep, it won't last too long.
Right.
Anyway, but with that, after you escape, we need to find out who else had dreams. And I believe that brings us next to DM Tales. You also dreamt, but in your dream, you are also on Minbar. You are on a field, a training field. And on that field, hovering in a lotus position, is Jaquetz. And he says to you, "Who are you?"
Oh, it's a very interesting question. We've been forced to meditate on that quite a bit over the last 2 years or so. I can't say I've quite come to a conclusion yet. I mean, am I the person who likes to hit things? I mean, yes. Or am I the person who likes to make sure that the big bumps go around where I'm standing? Also, yes. Haven't quite figured out where I stand on either of those yet, but perhaps right now I'm more in the hitting mode of things.
Very good. So, with that, Jaquetz fades away, and you awaken, and you are on Babylon 5. You go out, and a figure in a dark suit, dark, slick back hair approaches you. Excuse me, Seamus Griffley. I have a question for you.
Yes, what is it?
What do you want?
What do I want? Right now, I could use some coffee, maybe a head or two to beat in if they really annoy me. Or mostly, I just want to be left alone. It's early.
I see. Well, thank you for your time. And he walks away. So, last but not least, Chip. You are actually awake already and out in the hallway when a certain strange figure comes up behind you. And you'll be able to see that, I believe, in the Discord chat. And this tall, looming figure towers over you and says, "Who are you?"
Well, I am only the best smuggler from here to space Timbuktu. You ought to know that. And if you haven't heard of me, that's a damn shame. Or darn shame. I'm sorry.
PG-13. It's 80s PG-13. You're fine.
Hearing is not knowing. And Ambassador Kosh of the Borlon walks away. And as you turn a corner, it is only then that a man in a black suit with slick black hair comes up to you and says, Chip Arty, I have a question for you.
Well, for the right price, I got an answer.
What do you want?
Money! Buckets of it.
And what else?
A second bucket full of money.
Well, thank you for your time. And with that, we have introduced our cast of characters. And some little time passes because the Babylon Project was our last best hope for peace. It failed. In the year of the Shadow War, it became something greater. Our last best hope for victory. The year is now 2260. The place, Babylon 5. And then all of you are in one of the corridors trying desperately to get to the hangar base. There's the sound of fire and explosions everywhere. You see two men in dark tactical armor. The one, slightly balding, goes to the other. They burned through level 7 and 8. Can't stop them. They're everywhere. The other one turns to him. Garibaldi. And you, Seamus, you know exactly who says Garibaldi.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Commander.
you hear, yes, and you hear in response, before you have a chance to step up to him, the man he addressed as Garibaldi. Look, I've rigged the fusion reactors, but there's not much time. Get going. I'll hold them as long as I can. Look, come on. This is not a conversation. Jeff, it's okay. I finally understand. Was the moment I was born for. Now go, go, go. The man starts yelling, wait, wait. And Garibaldi points at you, Seamus.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out. They're coming through. You see your fellow Rangers, Seamus, who had come with you for this mission, escorting Entelza, fall as something horrible is breaking through the bulkheads. It's only you and your friends left to pull Sinclair away from this. People are buying you time. You see Narns and others, humans, dropping like flies. You all have very little time to escape.
Yeah, I'm running up to Entelza and going, we must go now. I also had my Minbari fighting pike in my hand. If he resists, I'm going to knock him out quick. So
you have to pull him a little bit away.
yes.
Chip, what are you doing?
Very hard for somebody who doesn't know anything about Babylon 5.
Okay, but Chip, this much you do know because you've seen this kind of situation before. This is chaos. You know the ship is under attack by an overwhelming force, and you know that if you don't get off this ship, you're probably dying here.
The logic checks out. So I am trying to find a way out. Is there a ship nearby I can boot scoot to? Or
I don't know. Do any of you have?
Let's say you're a smuggler. Don't you have a?
I
don't
feel
you
like
have a
I
ship?
would have not just a ship, but a nice ship.
Well, as it so happens, you all are on the passageway that leads to the hangar where you left that nice ship. And what of Gideon? Gideon, what are you doing in this situation?
Well, I'm sure that he sees what's coming, and he says to himself, this is surely no place to die. There's simply not enough press. And he starts making his way over to his friend Chip and pulls out what is far too fancy of a blaster to actually be useful in any way. Or I guess this game's equivalent of a pistol.
A PPG.
Yes.
PG that that is probably embossed and engraved with his name on it,
Indeed, it is.
and starts just providing covering fire to whatever's back there as we make way down the hall.
Yeah, I'm blowing by, dragging into his goes, pretty gun, not going to do much. Start running now. And just I'm following Chip.
And yes, and with that, hold on one second. Let me see who next we need to call upon because my vision is failing me. All right, you know what, Jaquetz, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm heading towards the bay as well. I'm sure I'm sure that Chip's ship is fine,
It's the Millennium
But-
Goose.
but you know, it's no Technomade ship, so I think I should probably grab my ship too. It's only a one-seater because, you know,
All right, yeah.
I am how I am, but feel like, you know, if we can get two ships out, that could be good.
It absolutely. And it does happen to be in the same hangar bay, so you're in luck.
Awesome.
Fortunate
And-
that.
Yes, it is. And Gideon, what are you doing?
Yeah, still providing that cover fire as
Very good.
I'm going
Very
to join Chip. You know, I'm going towards
I-
whatever ship he's in.
I do apologize. It's actually Tylen Mir. I need to know what you're
Ah.
doing.
I am running with Chip to his ship. During the time frame, though, I want to kind of send a message to him telepathically. Be like, you know, we probably could just lose these guys in the fight and probably get away faster.
This
Do
is
we
in
have
my
a
head.
scoundrel Mimbari on our hands here? This is
Wow.
But
Scoundrel
sadly, you
Minbari.
have no idea because you did not hear that telepathic communication.
That is true.
Oh!
That is true.
My character doesn't know this, but I, as a player,
Yes.
Shocked.
We'll separate the knowledge.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Correct. All right. So let's see how successful you all are because something is skittering. You hear a sound amongst the fire and the blasting, almost like the sound of claws on a slate chalkboard for those of you who lived through the 20th century. And I'd like all of you to make a roll to see how well you do trying to escape imminent death and make it to your suggested ships. So each of you are going to pick which of your two features at most that you think would help you in this situation. And you are going to apply the higher as your base. You get an additional one if you have at least one other feature that you're able to conjure up for this effort. And I'm going to go one by one very quickly and tell you, as Revealer of Worlds, of what I think of your approach in terms of how clever, cool, or crazy it is. Gideon, your approach I've already heard is definitely cool. You really have that PPG well embossed, and I think the fact that you are at least providing some covering fire, I think it actually is clever, despite Seamus's concerns, rightly placed. I don't think it's that crazy. I think this is a smart move. So I'll give you clever and cool. So add 2 to your total. And you may choose to spend up to 2 of your effort if you wish to roll additional dice. I'll let you do that math. And Jaquetz, so I think it was very clever of you to get to your one-man ship. That was having some supporting fire to get the other ship out would be very useful. And, the fact that you have your own ship, that's pretty cool. I don't know that this is that crazy. I'm giving you clever and cool, though. So same rules apply, and I'll let you do the math. Now, so Tylen Mir are somewhat questionable. Oh, Jaquetz, one thing though, you are burned from your pyrotechnics.
Right.
It's healing, but I think it still hasn't quite fully healed. Though, I don't know that anything you're doing would be particularly hindered by your burns. So I'm going to say it doesn't apply this time. All right. So, Kylan, Mir. So I heard you coming up with a suggestion for Chip, I believe. But what are you actually doing?
So we're approaching the hangar. We haven't got into the hangar yet.
That is your goal.
Okay.
So just describe to me how you want to approach this to achieve your goal, and we'll go from there.
Well, obviously, I'm going to pull a pistol because I'm a black market dealer. I'm sure I have one,
And that
And
feature
then-
will apply, and you do.
and then I'm well trained with it, so I'm going to use my warrior priest to protect myself because
Yeah.
I'm worried about myself more than anyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
A selfish priest Minbari. This is like new canon for Babylon 5. I love it.
but if there was going to be one, they'd be on Babylon 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Tylen, I think you're definitely being clever. I think this is a little out of the box, a little crazy. I don't think it's very cool of you, but definitely clever and crazy. So you can take those two and you can do the math. Remember, it's whichever of your two features is highest, you take that total amount of level, then add a +1 if you have at least one other feature. And then if you want to spend effort on this, you can spend up to 2. Chip, I believe you were very sensible in wanting to head to your ship. I think that is definitely the smart move. How are you planning to get to your ship? Is there a particular approach you're taking?
Pistol out, because I'm a smuggler, and every good smuggler has a fancy, well, maybe not fancy, but a trusty blaster.
Indeed.
So that's my highest one. Then my next highest one is human, and humans are just the superior race. Obviously, we're better than everyone. So
I believe in this particular instance that applies. Yes. So you may add a +1 for that. By the way, just as a reminder for this roll, if you have not used a feature in this session, add a 0.8 of experience to it. Jaquetz, you already used your Techno Mage, so you don't add any more to that. So, Seamus. By the way, I think you were being clever. It's a clever move. I'm going to give you crazy for reasons, but we'll stick with that, I think, too, for you. And over to you, Seamus. What are you trying to accomplish, and how are you trying to accomplish it?
I just need to get Intel's out off the station. So I like his willingness is not even in my thought right now. So if he pulls to try to turn back at all, I'm just with the Minbari pike and just knocking him out. I've been trained to do this. I'm a professional. It's okay. But at the same time, I got to be shoving him in front, and I got to make sure I don't get taken from behind. So if like I'm watching all the people who are trying to do delaying actions, like I'm trying to like dodge Sinclair behind all these people as we keep running forward, trying to keep our eyes on Chip, who, even though we've had run-ins in the past and have agreed not to bother each other, I'm pretty sure that if I don't get there fast, he's going to leave me. So I'm definitely trying to speed through as fast as I can.
All right. Well, I think that is all of it. Clever, cool, and a little crazy. You're covering all your bases. So, and you heard how you do the rest of the math. So let's see some of these rolls, gentlemen. And you just need to tell me the totals. And remember, if you roll at least 1 0, you get to add a 0.1 to your lowest feature used. And if you roll at least 1 5, you get an effort back.
So why don't you call out rolls one at a time, then, just so we can do the math?
All right. So who wants to start?
Sure.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it, Jaquet.
Did that not show up?
No, it's been laggy all day.
I'm not seeing anything. Hold on, let me refresh.
Refreshing is good. When in doubt, refresh. Especially with Foundry.
Okay. It does not like the size of the window I'm using, apparently.
It does get angry about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dice. That is a
Alright.
4.
And what were you adding to it?
I'm going to say shady past fighters. Makes sense to me, so 3.
And you can use another. You can use another one of your traits too. So what else?
Oh, let's go with Gideon Gray, of course.
What's that?
Yeah. It's literally embossed on his gun.
It's the style with which I perform my backwards shots without looking.
Gotcha.
So that was a 4. I
Okay.
also add a 4 because that's my highest trait, and then get another 2, right?
Yep.
So that's a 10 total.
All right. Remember that total. Okay. Who's going to be next?
Go ahead, Jim.
All right, so I'm gonna add Technomage because I can't imagine doing something that's not flamboyantly Technomagey, but also I think I could add Anti-Centauri Insurgent because I'm used to being able to get out of these things. So,
Absolutely.
all right, and why not? You only live once. I'm going to burn a second effort to roll 2 dice. So it's 2 dice, and then I add 9.9 to this.
Just the
thank
9.
you.
You don't worry about
No, the
point.
9. Don't worry about the point. Okay, just 9. Roll that. So that's 6 plus 9, which is 15.
Nope. You just add the 4. You take the highest.
No, take the 4, add the 9, 13.
13.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. We got a 10 and a 13. Who's next?
Go ahead, Dave.
I'll go next. I'm going to use the Mixed Priest Warrior Outcast with my Black Market Dealer, which would give me 3 plus Crazy and
Clever.
Clever.
Yeah.
So that's 5. And then I'm using... So I get 1 because I'm using Priest Outcast, right? Because as my secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a plus 6. I'm going to use an effort to roll 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a 10.
All right. Very good. Remember your numbers. And Scrat, how about Chip? What is Chip's roll?
That's a good question, Mr. GM. The
You can
base
call
was
it
4.
round.
I'll call you whatever I want. So, 4 was the base, right?
Yeah.
Because the smuggler. So I forget how the second trait works into this, which
It's
was
another plus 1.
Yep. You just add a 1.
just added 1. Okay, not the actual value. Gotcha.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. We're downsizing the numbers.
Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to burn an effort too. So
Yeah.
So it's 2d6. I got a 5, which means I get to roll again, right?
No, because because you got a 0. So it's 5s plus the highest. So it's just a 5, but your secondary feature you use gets a 0.1 because you're learning the hard way because you rolled a 0, and you get an effort back. So basically it was a free roll, but you had that 5.
Okay, so it's 5 plus 4, so I got a 9 total.
All right. And Seamus, let's see it.
Cool. So I am Seamus Griffley, who Intel's out knows. I am a defending ranger, so I'm doing my job. So I'm using those 2. Ranger is 4, a plus 1 for Seamus Griffley, and then I had a plus 3 for Clever, Cool, Crazy. So I'm doing a plus 8.
Yep.
That's nice. And I'm burning 2 effort because I got to get Intel's out of here. So I'm rolling 3 dice.
Let's see it.
And Dave inspired me to actually calculate this in the roll, so I get the actual total. So that's kind of fun.
All right.
So I got 13.
Yep. And you get an effort back.
Yay.
All right. So I got a 9, 2 10s, and 2 13s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you guys are facing a massive horde of invaders, so this is going to be tough. But I'm only going to make 1 roll against all of you, but it's going to be with 4 dice. Oh God. Anyway, I hate my luck sometimes. So I have,
Wow.
yeah. So that's going to be just from the roll itself, 13. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Ouch.
and yeah. So 13 plus math. Okay. So we're gonna and there, unless there is a logical or story reason to do otherwise, I like to start with people from the worst roll to the least bad. So, Chip, I want you to tell us how things went horribly wrong in your attempt to get to your ship. You did manage to get to the ship, but you paid a hefty cost for it.
Okay. So I got Dave's with me, right? So we're running down the hallway because all good spaceships have plenty of hallways to get through. And we get to a door that's locked, and I'm like, I'm going to do the traditional sci-fi thing and shoot the control panel to open it up.
Oh
It
no.
ricochets and hits Dave.
It,
It does not open the door either.
and it does not. Yeah. No,
Wow.
absolutely,
Wow.
I absolutely agree with that. And you gain the condition, unless something happens in the session to remove it, of uh, mistrusted 2. So,
Okay.
and
Trusted 2. Okay.
yes, and actually, I think given that, we're going to go straight to Tyler Nick. I want you to describe what it looked like as you were not doing well and then got shot.
So I'm literally like right next to Scrat, and I'm kind of bouncing and like, hurry up, hurry up. And then suddenly I feel the shot hit my shoulder. I'm like, what the hell
Yes.
are you
Well,
doing?
if he was bouncing in that close to my ear, it might have been intentional.
It may indeed have been. And you're going to have the condition for the rest of this session, unless you figure out a way to get rid of it, of friendly fired 2. And that, I think, brings us to our next 10, which was Jorben. My vision fails me. Gideon. So describe to us, despite your attempts at looking terribly dashing, how Seamus was right about that gun, and describe how your attempts to escape unscathed came at a terrible cost.
Funny enough, I was going to do the same, try to shoot the thing at the door, but since that's already happened, I'm gonna suggest that this PPG, is it, somehow misfires or backfires and becomes jammed, if that's possible with
Yeah.
this kind of weapon.
Yes. So I'm going to say you have now the condition, until you can figure out a way around it, disarmed 2.
Right.
You can call it gun jammed 2 if you would prefer. I'll leave it to your discretion. Jaquetz, you did not do as badly as those guys, but you also did not quite escape this
No.
unscathed. What happened?
I blame the burn.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm still recovering from that burn. I don't know how it has anything to do with it, but I'm sure my character does.
And what I will
But
tell
yeah.
you is, I think actually what happened is you got too close to the firefight, and the burn was just starting to heal, and it was actually worsened. So you are now burned 2.
That makes sense.
And it will stay for now burned 2. It will start to heal a little bit, but it's not going to go away for a while. And last but not least, Seamus,
Oh yes. Well, I see all the kerfuffle at the door, right? So I kind of turned to Sinclair and was like, Entoza, I understand that you do not like dealing with unsavory types, but right now, good news. It doesn't matter that your command's about to explode. Why don't you go open the door? And I just shove him towards the door since he can open all of them. And I turn to just kind of hold back whatever else is there, extend the Mimbari fighting pike and get into position. And as Intelza opens the door, I just get whacked and probably go through the door before everybody else
Mhm.
by some unseen force.
Yes, and I think what will happen is you will be concussed 1 until further notice.
That sounds about right.
All right. So, despite your best attempts, you all did not escape unscathed. I think, Seamus, the last thing you saw before you were concussed was Garibaldi starting to fall but reaching for something. They drag you onto the ship. Sinclair, Seamus, Chip, Gideon, and Tylen, you all cram into Chip's very fast ship while Jaquette's trying very carefully not to lose any further flesh from his very badly burned side, limps into his ship. As you both are pulling out of the hangar bay of Babylon 5, you start to pick up a transmission. It's breaking through. It's an emergency transmission, so it automatically plays on all ships. And hold on a second here. And what you see, I will show you shortly. Let me get to that. Hold on a second here.
You putting in the Discord?
I am. You're going to get a visual on your screens on the ships.
We're not showing the visuals here because I don't feel like getting a copyright strike tonight. Otherwise, we would just be doing the video of all this.
That's
So.
very true. That is very true. But we're being very careful. Being very careful indeed.
Please don't sue us. We're big fans.
Big
We
fans.
are. So, yep. Just give me.
Well, except Scrat. He's not.
I just say, one of us didn't even know what this was until about a month ago. So
That's all right. We're making new fans.
I've seen 2
I don't know.
episodes.
It's watched 2 episodes. So
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Young and
Half of us are fans because
Okay,
Corbin, myself, and Scrat have never seen it until a month ago.
just
So,
makes me so
some
sad.
people ain't got no culture. Just gonna say that.
I'm just
Anyway.
gonna put that out there.
a
Yeah.
the
broken.
same ones that have good taste too. Let's
Yeah.
throw that out there.
All right, so I've got an
broken
image.
podcast bursts
Right.
through on your screens as you are pulling out from the
Mhm,
hangar
mhm,
bay.
mhm.
You see a room in shambles, a woman in a commander's uniform, blood over her right eye. They're coming through. Repeat, they're coming through. This is Earth Alliance Station, Babylon 5. They're all over the place. They're killing us. Can anyone hear me? They're killing us. Does anyone out there hear me? Can anyone help us? This is Commander Susan Ivanova of Babylon 5. To any ships in Grid Epsilon, we are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack. The captain's dead. Defense grid down. They're boarding us. They're coming in all over the place. We tried to evacuate as many as we can, and Garibaldi's rigged the fusion reactor, but oh my God, here they come. Switch to external cameras. And for the sake of time, well, no, I think actually this is worth showing in a moment. As this transmission breaks out, let's see here. You get this one for you here. Sorry, folks watching on the videos. You'll just have to use your imagination. Mm-hmm. Yes. So she switches on a different camera view, and you see ships shimmering in the darkness and the debris, firing at Babylon 5.
Pew pew.
And then
They are not happy ships.
Oh no, they're face huggers.
Ironically, that's not entirely off. So
yeah, you're not terribly wrong. Yes. Let's see here if I can show the last view you have as it gets switched. Give me a second here.
For our viewers at home, they are solid black face hugger ships.
or for those who are cultured, it's a
They
shadow
are-
vessel, and you've seen
they
it
are
before.
things
It's
out
fine.
of nightmare.
I'm saying that one shooting looks like it's shooting out of his butt.
Mm-hmm.
Don't y'all wish you could see this?
With that description, I'm not sure.
No, really, I'm fine.
I'm trying to find clips on YouTube to put into the chat, people. I'm trying.
There you go. You know what? The cameras switch back. They've got weapons locked. Here it comes. Here it comes. There's a flash of light as you all are pulling away from Babylon 5. You see the woman shields her head and then screams. And your own external cameras show Babylon 5 exploding as you barely pull out. But here's the thing. You're not alone in space. Those ships are still there. So, the man with you, Sinclair, says to Seamus, "We have to make it to the planet. Get us to Epsilon 3. It's the only place that's safe." You see
Yep. Go ahead.
you see that there is a large planet that the space station was in orbit around. That is where he is indicating you must go. And those shadow ships, they're coming for you.
So I'm running up to the cockpit. I'm going, Chip, I know you told me that I could never do anything with your ship, but you do want to live. So, and I just shove him out of the way. And I put coordinates in the nav computer that he looks at and realizes they're about like 3 kilometers under the surface of the planet. And just hit, book.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, you might want to buckle in. And I just run back to a seat.
Very good. I think that was clever and a little crazy. Was it cool? You know what? I'm feeling soft touch tonight. I'm going to say yes.
Well, look at that.
Go
hell
ahead.
yeah, it's cool.
Yep. You're going to go ahead and figure out your role based off of that. But you are concussed, so let's hope you put in the right
Oh
number.
no.
That's
gonna have
always
to-
fun.
Yeah, you're going to have to take away 1 because you're concussed, unless you
Love it.
spend some additional effort.
Love
All right.
it, love it, love it. Okay.
And Chip, he pushed you away. Did you just let him push you away?
Honestly, I was going to ask how did he even get on the ship and who let him in, but if he got that far, I might have just shot him.
Well, him and the guy he's been dragging along was the only way you could get into the hangar. So
That's
after
a good
you
That is
point.
true. Yeah.
failed shot, so you know.
I might pistol whip him on the way to my chair. So how about that?
Is that what your plan is?
Not like to kill him or knock him out, but I didn't approve of being shoved out of my own seat. So,
All right. If you want to do that, you may do so.
okay.
Or are we doing a roll off here? This is fun.
You never know, but that
We doing PvP.
No,
Well,
it's
It's
more like a
narrative
slap
CBV. It's
fist.
fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
it's a little light. You know, it's up to you, Chip. What are you doing?
Chip's not trying to steal your money out of your coin perch. It's okay.
Well, instead of pistol whipping, I'll be fighting with him because this is my ship. So
All right. Yeah, I think that's crazy. I don't know that it's clever or cool under these circumstances, but it's definitely crazy. And you, I think, know which of your features probably apply best to that. Remember, though, you are mistrusted already by the group, so he's prepared for this. So you're going to have to take that condition away unless you spend some effort.
Dang.
Yeah, conditions can be hard, man. All right, so you guys see all this. Jaquetz, what do you think? Oh, you're in the ship. Never mind, Jaquetz.
I'm in a
You're good. You're good. We're going to come back to you.
right.
But Tylen, Chips, man, like is trying to push this guy away from this. He's entering coordinates, but you know that these are Rangers. I mean, yeah, you're kind of on the outs with your people on Minbar, but usually they sort of tend to be the good guys in these situations. So, what's your play?
I just watch it play out, and then in Chip's head, told you so. Should have left them.
Absolutely. All right, Gideon. So you're seeing all this going down. The Minbar with his bony head there is just looking disapprovingly. Seamus is like trying to put in coordinates. Chip is trying to pistol whip him. What's Gideon doing here?
I think he sees this little bit of a quarrel breaking out and is just kind of like, gentlemen, is this really the time? I mean, look at these awful things out there. We could be focusing our efforts on something more productive, like, I don't know, surviving, perhaps?
All right. So you're trying to make peace between these two. I love it. What of your features do you think gives you that ability?
Oh, definitely Gideon Gray. If
It
nothing
sounds like
else,
a very Gideon move. Anything else?
survival.
Yeah.
I think a bit of well, yeah, that's really the most prominent one. I don't really see.
Okay, you can
shading
just this
past.
one. Okay.
Okay.
And what I would say is because you're using your words instead of your gun, I'm not going to apply your condition to this. I think this is a clever move. I think if you pull it off, it's cool. So I'm going to give you 2 for that. Yes. So I'm going to resolve these rolls, and then we're going to come to what Jaquetz is doing shortly. So give me those 3 rolls, gentlemen.
Who do you want to roll first?
Oh, you're all 3 roll together. Doesn't matter.
Okay. I mean, the dice are going to be flying in the thing. So condition is just -1 for
Correct.
my thing. Okay.
If you don't spend any effort to,
I am spending 1 effort.
then it doesn't apply. Well, you rolled 2 dice, so you have to actually spend 2 effort. 1 first to get rid of the condition. So the good news is 1 apply.
Okay. Well, I'll spend 2 effort.
And then you can spend another to roll the dice. So and you would add the 3. And Chip, did you spend any effort to reduce your condition?
Yeah, I was just going to spend 1, so we can just take the first die that rolled,
That's
which
fair.
was 3, according to Foundry there, if you expand it. But
Yep, that works. All right, and Gideon.
also a 3.
That's a 9 total.
All right, so I hear a 9, and what was Chip's total?
Oh, golly. I forget. The 4 was the base, so that would have been 7, plus a cool point, and then the second trait, another one?
And
Or
plus
whatever.
1.
So that would have been the same then, right? 9?
Okay, that's interesting. We'll come back to that. And Seamus, what was yours?
So I got rid of the condition, so I should have been a +8 instead. So it would be a 12.
All right. So I think for the sake of time, I'm going to say that why don't you, Chip, and you, Gideon, just kind of describe to me how the back and forth went when you were trying to get rid of Seamus, but Gideon was trying to talk you down.
So, I mean, I've had dealings with Gideon because, Rangers are often walking in the same space as smugglers. So I kind of know what he's going to do beforehand. I'm like, right now, as I'm trying to put the numbers in the picture of decorum, but at present, if we don't get out of the sky right now, those things are going to saw us into tiny little pieces. So please put your pride aside for 15 seconds and then we can live. You can yell at me later as I'm putting these in.
Yep. And I will tell you, Seamus manages successfully to put in those coordinates. So, Chip, describe to us how it worked out that you didn't really end up hitting him, though you really wanted to.
I guess he's just stronger than me. I don't know. I'm sitting there fighting with him, telling him to get his grubby non-human hands off of my controls, but he just
I am a
kinda...
human.
Are you a human?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. I thought I was the only one.
Nope.
Well, you're ugly, human. Tell you that much.
That is true. I dress funny.
And Gideon, I think his words probably provided a good distraction that allowed Seamus to also get in there. Now, Jaquetz, these guys are being attacked as they're trying to make it to the surface.
Right.
You see like their ship, like, kind of jostling in space as if almost uncertain where it was going. And then it's making a beeline for the planet. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm going to follow because I'm not exactly sure where we're heading. Yeah, I don't know if I would know that. I mean, like, technomages tend to be a little deus ex machina, but I don't think we know where we're heading right now necessarily. Maybe we do, but even if technomages generally do, I don't. And so I'm trying to follow them in. I'm assuming my ship is, no offense, not that he can hear me on his ship. Mine is a very much more superior technological ship, so I might be able to in some way provide, through technomagy goodness, some kind of jamming, of targeting, but do something that makes it so that we're both of our ships are more likely to survive this.
All right.
So
I
that's
love
what
it.
I would expect my B
Yeah.
be able to do.
All right. Which of your features do you think apply for this?
I mean, I think technomage, technomage is always the button I push. Everything's gonna be a technomage. I don't know if there's anything else. Maybe having been an insurgent, I know how to be a little more fancy with that.
I think so.
But yeah, but I will push that. Whatever a technomage does is pretty dang cool. I don't know if it's crazy, but it's usually
definitely cool. I think using your techno bag of tricks to try and obscure the path is very clever. I don't know that this is particularly crazy. I do think it's clever and cool, but you are badly burned.
Right.
I think that is affecting your ability to control the ship and do everything you need to do simultaneously.
So that's then, the good revealer of worlds giveth, and the good reveal worlds taketh away those two.
I reveal things. Yes.
Oh yeah. So then it's 4 for technomage, plus a 1 because I have another skill to add to it. So it's plus 5. I'm just gonna straight roll. I don't got any extra. I'm low on effort, so I'm just gonna do this and pray to the dice gods. Let's see what happens. So that was a 2. So 2 plus 5 is 7. Pretty good.
All right.
I say we let him go.
Now, here's the thing. You're not facing this one I'm not going to have as you guys facing a mob. So the good news is usually if you're not facing like massive numbers, the rogue cannot roll more dice than you do. At least the highest pro. And since it's just you against the forces of evil, I can only roll a d6 too. And I got 0. You know what? Deus Ex Machina indeed. I want you to tell us how you succeed in getting this ship safely escorted underneath the surface of the planet.
I'm going to say there is sort of the sci-fi equivalent of caltrops. There are little debris comes out behind my ship, and then all of their shots, their automatic targeting from the shadows and whatnot are focusing on that, and then we're able to escape because it creates this cloud of things that confounds their targeting for us.
Indeed. And with that, a secret passage opens in the face of the planet when it just looked like the ship was about to crash into it, and you all plummet miles below the surface into a very alien but well appointed and large hangar space. The doors close behind your ship, Jaquetz, as you escort them. You are fascinated by this. This looks like ancient technology, the kind that the technomages seek out to better enhance their magics. And you all land, and Sinclair indicates we need to get to the master of the great machine.
Yes. Yes. Everyone, out, out.
Okay.
And as you go out, you are greeted by a figure.
Death!
Come this way. Come, Zathras take you to Thrall in Great Machine.
We're just walking down the hall. I'm looking
You
at
follow
Chip
him?
said, I met a Zathras once. Just make sure you have some aspirin handy.
Very trying, Zathras, but tried much. At least there is symmetry. Come. Thrall waits for you.
I think Gideon would see this Zathras and go, "Oh, Zathras, yes, we met. You remember?"
No. Not Zathras. Zathras.
Yeah, no, yes, we've met before. You remember? We shared drinks back on the station.
Zathras works a lot, drinks little. But Zathras may have had a drink.
I don't understand. That's we've clearly met. Zathras, Gideon Gray, you would remember.
Zathras meeting would remember. Zathras not remember. But here we are with Draws. And you see there is a Mimbari who is attached to a massive machine in the depth of this cavernous area. By the way, I should mention, for managing to escape from the forces of the shadows and the destruction of Babylon 5, I think that was pretty awesome, which means you all gain an effort.
Woo, yay.
Ooh.
Woohoo. Meanwhile,
So-
Jim and I are just in the YouTube chat, like cheering that we met Zathras.
Yes.
It's like a lifelong dream.
So this
Really
tall,
is.
patrician-looking human dressed in Minbari garb, who Seamus brought on a great sorrow on him, but a great determination on his face, goes, I think you know why I'm here. And he says to the man, it is the time then. Well, it is past time, but things have to change. I have this. You see him take out a letter. Ancient, aged, but well preserved. You see, the last time apparently I did go back in time, but it wasn't enough. What do you mean it wasn't enough? The shadows were left too strong after the war. We needed another station, another place we could rally at that time, at least so I tell myself. Draw's like, you want to bring a station back in time. Well, that's why I was on Babylon 5. But we failed. It's been destroyed. Anyone want to interject or say or do anything at this point?
But I'm sorry, did you say back in time in a station?
He turns to you. Seamus, isn't it?
Yes, yes, Intelza.
You were with Beta Squad, I believe.
For most of my training, yes.
That is what you and your colleagues were escorting me to do. We were going to try and evacuate Babylon 5 and send it back into the Shadow War. The shadows were onto us, apparently.
You're going to send Babylon 5 back in time to the Shadow Wars. Is that what you just said? Yes. That's brilliant.
Indeed, that is what. But it's too late.
I mean, yes, obviously.
Well, I mean, is it? I seem to remember that there was a station that disappeared somewhere near here not too long ago.
Babylon 4?
Yes. Didn't that just sort of poof?
That was this was classified. That was the cover story. It also was destroyed, but not by sabotage, by forces that Earth Force did not recognize. But having said that, Drawl, if you could send Babylon 4 back, if you could reach back in time to take it before it was destroyed, nobody knows that it was destroyed. It would not change the timeline, would it? The Great Machine knows many things. I believe it would keep the timeline close enough for your purposes to reach the Shadow War, but we would need to set up equipment on Babylon 4 to receive the tachyon beam.
Oh,
Well,
so you need somebody to go to Babylon 4 in the past. Is that what I'm hearing? Because Babylon 4 is already destroyed right now, correct?
Babylon 5 has been destroyed, and
Babylon 5, right.
but Babylon 4 was destroyed before.
Right?
yes, but nobody knows it was destroyed.
Right. But we can't. Wait, can we put tachyons on things that aren't there? Like the debris? Or do we have to go?
The Minbari in the Great Machine says, I can open a tunnel through time
Okay.
where Babylon 4 was. Your ships can pass through it. I can only hold it so long, though. You would need then to board the station and get the equipment set up so that I could send it the rest of the way back.
Well,
Okay.
sounds like you need a insurgent, a couple of smugglers.
Maybe a
other than him.
ranger? Yeah.
Yes.
And a Zathras.
Oh, Zathras, you're okay.
Why not?
Sure.
And
Well-
I clap his shoulder like a good Narn would.
And he claps yours back heartily. Well, we all die, but other than that, no reason. So, we met.
But by doing this, we hurt the shadows.
Doing this, if we are successful, we might stand a chance of defeating the shadows before even Babylon 5 is destroyed.
Excellent.
Well, you know I'm in, so
Drawl
Chip-
says,
Go
if
ahead.
it is to be done, it has to be done quickly. The shadows are already starting to try and test my defenses.
All right.
Well, let's
There's
do it.
obligatory debris is now falling from the ceiling. The
There's one light blinking bright red.
yes, Chip. I mean, it's. I'll let you fly the ship this time. It's
You
this or
sure?
we all die.
You actually gonna let me drive this time?
No, I'm gonna tether them together and I'm gonna fly. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Maybe.
All right. So, hearing it sounds like everyone in. Quick question logistically. Your Technomage ship, are you going to follow them? Are you going to try and somehow dock them so they're traveling in tandem? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna like dock it on the top, like like
like a remora eel.
sort of, yes. Or more explicitly, like Galen does to what was it, Excalibur?
Excalibur.
Right?
Yep.
So that they can go.
Yeah.
Right. Because I obviously have superior sensors, so at least that's going to give us some benefit.
And superior knowledge of the Babylon 5 universe.
All right. Very good.
Well,
So,
that's player knowledge, not character.
I
Well,
understand.
both. Actually, both probably at this point. Player
and
character.
for the sake of time, because I know some people turn to pumpkins, we're going to say
Yes.
that you all managed to get the ships successfully docked. Your group plus Zathras and Sinclair all board, and you head off while Drawl shoots some holograms to distract the shadows, heading to Sector 14. You almost feel more than see the beam of tachyons that is actually shooting from Sector 14 into the Great Machine, because from your perspective, tachyons travel backwards in time. And as you approach Sector 14, you can see a massive hole being actually dug out from multidimensional space, and through it in the distance, yes, Zathras is sitting on Chip's lap. And through the distance, you can see a even larger space station than the one that you just evacuated. So, Zathras comes up to you all. Well, I did not know there would be so many of you. Here, and he hands you little silver discs. They are jury rigged. May not hold up very well, but maybe survive time explosions a little bit.
Okay.
What do these do, Zathras?
Well, passing through the great rift in time, time becomes wibbly wobbly. And
That's the wrong franchise. I'm sorry, we can't allow that.
no. Zathras knows many things. Many secrets. And this will keep you stuck to time, stuck here, as long as it works. I had one for the one, but not for the many. He points to Sinclair when he says this. All right, so you guys are going to pass through the temporal vortex.
I plug my nose.
All right. And anyone doing anything special before going through?
Chewing gum. It helps with the ears pop. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah, it's perfectly good. I'm just making sure that Intelza is okay.
I think Gideon is looking through his data pad to check all the investments he made in the past and to make sure that he makes the more correct ones this time around.
Love it. I will take that into account. Yes, they can definitely use colorful metaphors when they go back in time. All right. So you are able, with a little roughness, to pass through the temporal barrier, and you see the large Babylon 4 here. Sinclair says to you, this is just before they were attacked. It was just a skeleton crew on board before. It had not gone fully operational yet. But the question is, how do we get onto the ship, and how do we get them off?
It's almost like we needed a techno mage. I just kind of like hit the con, be like, Jaquetz, did you hear that?
Sure. All right. Well, I mean, do I have to do everything? So, all right.
You're the one who said you had the special ship that's so much better than
I
ours.
do have a special ship. It has lots of special sensors on it. If we were going through a jump gate, we could do all kinds of cool things. Temporal stuff, I'm not entirely sure. But let's go to so I don't know. So we're trying to get on the ship secretively, is that it?
Yes.
All right. I might be able to do something with that. I don't think there's cloaking. No, is there cloaking technology in this world? I'm trying to remember.
I mean, I could go
Maybe
player
for a
knowledge on you.
techno mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to remember like Vorlons and yeah, because shadows can come in and out of things, right?
Please, yeah.
And the shadows are who actually started the techno mages, so they would, and then they rebelled against them and all that. Sorry, spoilers for all the lore. If you haven't seen a TV show from 30 years ago, I'm sorry, but yeah, so I might have some kind of shadow-esque tech that would allow us to cloak the ship to come in. So I could try to use that.
All right. Very good. And Sinclair says, we could fake a signal that there's a hull breach if you can get me close to one of the engineering panels. I think that we could do that.
I mean, that would be way easier than trying to cloak the ship. So yeah, let's do that.
Well, no, we still need the ship cloak because I have to do that from.
Oh, right. Okay.
inside
All
the
right. So
station.
yeah. All right. So yeah. So I'll cloak the ship. Someone else who's maybe more, shall we say, roguelike or spurious might be able to be better at convincing people of bluffs of that sort.
Well, I
there
hate
you
to
go.
admit it, but
Yes.
I do have somewhat of a shady past.
All of my scarves are sentient. Yes. So I think I do Technomage, and would Insurgent be in an add me a 1 to this?
I think so.
Okay.
This definitely sounds like some stuff an insurgent would have learned back in the day, how to infiltrate a station.
Sure. And so then the other question is, do you think this is crazy, cool, or clever?
I think it's very clever, and I think it's very cool. I don't know that it's that crazy. I think it's a smart move.
Again, I don't think he does crazy things. It's not really what he
does. That's okay.
Right. No, 6, 7. So I think that means I am up to a +7 on this roll, but we'll see what happens. We're just going to go straight roll.
I will tell you, the good news is your burn has calmed down a little bit. It's now 1.
Okay, so then it's only a 6. So I add 6 to this roll. I think it'll be fine. Don't you all? It'll be great. Here we go. Here's a roll.
Oh, no.
It's a 1. So that's great. So that's a 7.
That's okay. Just keep that in mind.
Fine.
I need to hear what the rest of the group is going to do.
So I'm trying to cloak the ship poorly.
Yep.
Adequately.
Well, can I use my black market experience and help Chip kind of like send out a scrambler of their sensors?
Oh, absolutely. Chip, are you in on this?
Yeah.
So here's how that works. Basically, this is like you guys are doing a mini group check. So how things work will be based off. You'll be linked together on how your attempt works, but it'll be the higher of the two that will determine both of your fates. I think that's clever. I think it's cool if you pull it off. It's a little out of the box. I think I'll give a little crazy for that one too, to both of you.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, go ahead and do those calculations and do those rolls. And Gideon, what are you doing in the meantime?
Oh, I think Gideon is tearing through the ship's wardrobe and going, oh, no, wait. In this era, it would have been more this style of uniform. And if we really want to fit in.
It was, what, 6 years ago? So
Okay, well, everyone was wearing their half capes at this time, and it was really in season. And I think what we really need to do to fit in, put everything on the left. Yes, there, more. That's better. And here, I did have some fake mustaches that I picked up before we left.
As one does.
Of course, you never know when you're going to need a fake mustache.
You never do.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'm like doing the equivalent of like cutting out the IDs and trying to like make everything look legit.
You get all three clever, cool, crazy. Plus, I'm giving the entire group awesome for that role play moment. So everyone add an additional effort.
Hey, look at that.
All right. So you're clever, cool, crazy. Which of your features are you using?
Oh, this would definitely be a shady past.
Oh yeah. Anything else?
I think a little Gideon Gray on the side.
You get a lot of mileage out of that Gideon Gray, but you know what? You Gideoned it up. I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
He is a legend, that Gideon Gray.
I'm with a name like Gideon Gray, you got to use it.
And
I'm
Seamus.
just spending effort too.
Yeah. You do have though. Well, you know what? You're still not using you're not in a combat, so that condition is not applying to you. It doesn't matter that your PPG is jammed for this, so it doesn't apply. That's the beauty. Conditions can really hurt you unless you find a way to work around them. All right, Seamus, what are you doing in the meantime?
I am recalling Intel Zod saying that the station was destroyed and didn't actually disappear. So I'm like, So while they're trying to scramble other people's sensors, I'm going over to this ship's sensors and very subtly, because I know that Chip is annoyed with me touching his buttons, just trying to run a scan to see if there's anything around that might get us that's not on the station.
Gotcha. And speaking of your two colleagues, Chip, for this, I don't think your mistrusted is going to work against you, so you don't need to worry about that condition. Oh. And Tylen Mir, though, I do think the fact that you're still pretty wounded, that may impact your ability to, work the equipment. So I do think that's going to apply. But go ahead.
I'll spend an effort to get rid of that and an extra effort.
Okay. Were you shot 2 or shot 1? You were shot.
I was shot 2.
Then
so
you guys
I have to spend 2 efforts. That's fine. I have the effort, so I'll spend the 2 effort with the extra one.
Let's do it. I love it. Yep. All right. And so you get the 3.
Nice.
And Seamus?
So I'm this is my defending ranger, but I'm a shifty human.
Yep.
So defending ranger's 4, shifty human is 2. Are you who's conduct? So it's -1. So we'll just do the 4. And then what are you giving me? Clever, cool, or crazy?
I think it's very clever that you kept in mind what happened in the original timeline.
Okay.
I think the fact that I think it's clever. It's the smart move. I don't know if there's anything particularly cool or crazy about it.
So just +5. I mean, I am touching Chip's buttons.
You know what? That is pretty crazy. So, by the way, little thing, any one player, including the player involved, can award a pro 1 unawarded clever, cool, or crazy. And you just have to explain it, and you did. So you get crazy.
Very nice.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm not going to spend an effort to get rid of the condition. So instead of a +7, I'm a +6.
And you just roll a die.
And I'm just rolling 1 die. 4 + 6, 10.
All right. You know what, though? I think Sinclair thinks that's a smart plan, and he is going to actually assist you.
Look at that.
And you get something from my little thing, right?
Say that again.
You said that everybody got some kind of bonus from the.
Oh! You just gain back an effort.
Effort.
Yeah, and you can spend as you wish. So yes. Why is it not rolling my D6? Hold on.
Yeah, it's laggy a little bit.
I had to refresh.
I'm gonna make sure mine's rolling while I'm sitting here.
I may need to refresh here too.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay.
13 and
that's
4
okay.
Not happy
and let's see here. All right. Yes, I know. Yeah. There we go. All right. What was your total, Seamus?
My total was 10. Sorry.
All right. So very good. And
So adding that 4 then?
yeah, no. It's whichever of you were higher. You actually were higher on that
Okay.
one. So, okay, so we've got a 10, and Chip and Tylen, what were your two totals?
A
Uh,
9.
9, I think, was the highest. Yeah.
You had a 9, and what did Chip have?
A 9.
Very good. Well, you got about the same. And so Gideon, what was your total?
Got a 13.
All right, I love this. And remind me again of Jaquetz's total.
7.
7. Okay.
Can't all
Jim-
be great.
Jim flew into the fusion reactor. It's just one of those things.
I've been rolling a lot of ones. I'm just going to say that, okay?
Okay.
Well, assault my laptop. What the heck?
Okay. Sometimes I don't like that I'm good at rolling. Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh, jeez.
We're getting destroyed.
Anyway, this was the last of the Babylon Station. All right. And yeah, okay. So that's 9, Sean. Okay. And who had the highest? I think it was Jaquette's at 13?
Yeah.
Or was that Seamus? No, it was Jaquette. Okay.
No, it wasn't me.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I
It
had the
was,
lowest.
it was Gideon at 13.
Gideon.
Okay. All right. So, first off, Chip and Tylen, I want you to tell us how you almost pulled off scrambling things, but in the end, it didn't work out. The good news is neither of you are gaining any additional conditions from this.
Well, it definitely was a situation where we were arguing about how to do it, and then I flicked a button and he flicked it off, and then it was supposed to be on and he flicked it off, and that's how we ended up in this situation we're in.
Yeah, and you completely failed to scramble the communications. And Jaquette's, what was your total again?
Oh, it was garbage. It was 7.
I like that you keep making him repeat that. That's
I
nice.
know, and I should have had you go first. So, Jaquette's, I want you to describe
Wrote it
how
down.
you failed even worse than Chip and Tylen in this situation.
I've got, I'm going to say, Technomages, we're generally speaking, try to avoid the shadows. And I think he's just very keyed up and anxious that he's going to run across more shadows. He's already run across shadows twice today. He's very on edge. I'm going to say that's why.
I agree. And so you were not able to successfully disguise the ship. So now you're not only burned 1, you're also on edge 1.
That makes sense.
Seamus, I want you to describe how you and Sinclair did manage to detect the threat, but not soon enough.
So we worked on the improper assumption that things near the station probably would have picked up, but we didn't realize that everybody else is jamming the sensors. So we started scanning back a ways, and as we came forward, is when we discovered that there was something approaching Babylon 4.
Indeed. Gideon, you are the team's only hope. You are tied. Would you like to do the ever popular roll-off? Although I will tell you, there's a quote out there that you never want to go into a roll-off against me when death is on the line. Or would you like to succeed at a cost, fail but gain an asset, or just let the tie stand?
Do we know what happens if the tie stands?
Not much changes in the situation. You guys are going to have to find another way to deal with this.
Oh, let's do a roll off. I've got some effort to spend.
You can't spend it on a
No, we're
roll
gonna
off.
end-
Oh no!
Straight up.
We're going to end
P6
early
versus-
tonight.
This is a D6 versus D6. You want to go?
Those odds aren't great.
I know.
Oh, what do we
I mean, it
think?
depends on
crew?
you're moving tomorrow, so like maybe you want to get to bed early. Just fail.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All right, let's see
I'm
it.
hearing one. Do it. That's
Let's
one
see it.
enough for me.
Do it.
Do
And
it.
do I get to add anything to this?
Nope.
Just a straight,
Straight roll.
Yep, we're already even odds, so go for it.
So for a 5, that's a 1.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. It's not horrible, but
It was a quick death.
It wasn't a 0.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. So I want you to describe
Yeah,
though,
6 would be worse. Yeah.
how your attempt to prepare to try and get onto the ship before these attackers and without being detected. How did you get to the ship? The station. Did you get on the station and fail there?
I think yes. I think Gideon sees them flipping the knobs, and he goes, "No. There's an old code you can use. You simply you clone the transmitter, and then it sends back the signal of one of the other ships." And then he's trying to like explain all this, and maybe that gets them close enough to dock, but upon docking, I think that's when the jig is up.
Yeah. So what happens is while you guys are docking, unfortunately, they know you're coming a mile away. There are security waiting in the docking station in the hangar for you guys, and there is a alien ship approaching with what looks like a massive explosive device attached to it, and you get the feeling as the guards pull out their PPGs that they think that you may be with the people who are fast approaching with what seems like a very large, potentially destructive device. In the meantime, using you as a distraction, Sinclair and Zathras have slipped into spacesuits and have exited through the exterior hatch, airlock, and are going along the outside of the hull of the space station. You guys, however, are facing the guards of Babylon 4 inside the hangar bay.
Oh gosh, so I'm like, sorry, we surrender. And I'm just kind of holding my. It just looks like a little can, and just kind of look back over his shoulder and just very slowly approach the guards.
All right, come this way. The commander wants to speak with you.
Yes, certainly, right that way. And then as I turn, because they haven't asked me about my can, which just seems weird to me. Mimbari Pike
It just looks like a can to them.
Mimbari Pike is extending, and I'm trying to trip everybody and just telling everybody, run! And
I love it. All right. So you see him pull this maneuver. What are you guys doing?
Oh boy. Well, we
You-
don't wanna-
Chip, you're gonna use the distraction to pull a gun and shoot?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
we don't want to attack these guys, right? We're on the same team, in a way, right?
Yeah, I thought, but
I honestly have no idea what's going
on.
There's
We
a lot
went
of names
back
getting
in
thrown
time.
around.
Your time heist has gone terribly wrong, is what's going on.
That much I gathered.
We went on back in time to steal a spaceship, and surprisingly, they don't want that space station stolen.
See, that's why I'm a smuggler. See, all I gotta do is worry about myself. I don't have to keep up with all these other factions and names and everything. It's just me.
Clarification.
We'll come back to Chip. Tylen, what are you doing?
I am going to try to play with their emotions.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I'm going to try to convince them to trust us.
As I'm trying to
After they've
trip
been
them.
tripped,
trust
I'm
me.
sorry,
Ron
I'll give
would be
Jeff
Jeff.
the
Trust
point.
me.
Crazy
Let me
on that.
rephrase that. Let me try to trust me.
I like how Dave is playing the worst Minbare who has ever lived.
He is. It's beautiful. What about Jaquette's?
I mean, man said run. I think that's a good plan. I'm gonna hightail it down the hallway and look for the first left or right I can and try to hide in, get into a Jeffries tube or whatever the Babylon 5 equivalent is of that. Like let's get out of the hallways is kind of a good thing.
All right. So you're going to try and go.
I'm gonna try to run. Why not run?
You were told.
Why not run? We were told to run. Why not?
You, Gideon.
Well, I have a clarifying question. The mission is to get this tachyon beam into this place, right?
Yeah, basically to attach equipment to the station to allow the tachyon beam to push it back through time.
So really, we just need to distract them long enough for that to get planted, basically.
Yeah.
Although we did also notice that there was an alien ship coming with a rather large explosive. We might have to do something about that.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. It's okay. Let's go.
There's this old Earth saying that involves a frying pan.
Into the fire? Yes.
But in this case, we only need to be in the frying pan long enough to put the fire out. Correct? So I think with that, I'm going to use my "oh, by the way."
Yeah,
Yes.
love it.
I think whatever the equivalent of a flashbang is in this world, Gideon looks at all the guards and he kind of has a boring conversation anyway moment and drops his flashbang and starts running for whatever defense system is on the other side of all these guards.
So, Gideon, what I will tell you is you don't have to use your "oh, by the way" feature to have a flashbang. You could just have it on you. But if there's some additional ability or feature or background that you want to have to sort of, use instead of your usual repertoire of features, you may feel free to do so. Maybe why you have flashbangs on you casually.
Well, or rather, because I think that's a shady past kind of a thing.
Yeah. So again, I don't know if you need to reveal a new feature. You probably have what you need in your toolkit.
What I'm thinking is, if anything, he just happens to know a little bit about Babylon 4. And the one thing he knows is how to get straight to that control panel to activate the defense systems.
Nice.
Are you a Babylon conspiracy theorist?
I think Gideon just might be.
All right, Babylon conspiracy theorist 1. Yeah, let's do it. I love it. All right, so you're going to use your shady and your Babylon conspiracy theorist. Oh, by the way, since it's the first time you're using it, add a 0.8 to that. Oh, by the way, has anyone gotten to 1.0 yet on a feature from rolling zeros?
Nope.
Okay.
We rolled a lot of zeros.
We haven't. You guys have been rolling
Ones.
Jim keeps rolling ones. Yeah.
No, you're in the middle. Anyway, all right. So go ahead and you can make that roll. By the way, I think that is clever, cool, and crazy. Tylen, I think yours is clever and crazy. It's kind of cool. You're messing with their minds. I love it. All right. Seamus, your move is clever and cool, and it's out of the box thing. It's crazy. I think we'll get back to Jaquan when he comes back. But Chip, man, what are you doing, brother?
Following the lead, I guess.
Are you running with the Techno Mage? Are you putting down suppressive fire? Are you messing with their minds?
Well, rumor has it I'm really trustworthy. So
No, you're missing.
no, I guess I'll take off. Shooting sounded like a bad idea, so
you're gonna run?
yeah.
So do you want to basically help Jaquetz in his goal of hiding?
Yes.
That works. And that sounds like something a smuggler would do.
You'd be very good at it.
And I think that in this situation is in fact clever. It is not cool.
It is not cool.
Yeah, I don't know that it's that crazy. I think it's actually a smart move.
All right.
All right. And Jaquetz, I think your
Yes.
move is clever. I think it is, in this case, I'm going to just say clever.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn, did you say it was clever, cool, and crazy?
Yes, for you.
Okay.
Chip, I am going to say your mistrusted will work against you.
Oh, well, that's a really bad roll then.
Sometimes it is.
All right, I'm gonna roll 9 too.
All right. Did anyone only roll a D1, like a single die?
I rolled a single die.
Okay. And
I'm rolling 2. I haven't done it yet.
I
It's
rolled
fighting
2.
me. Sorry.
Sure. And what was the highest number of dice?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Jim just rolled double sixes.
Luckily,
I just rolled double zeros.
Yep. Well, you only get 0.1 towards your lowest feature. Sorry. Oh, look, I changed it. I stopped doing that. I don't know how. It still wants to be a 5. It's like fate. Anyway, I was trying to move the dice so I could get to my roller, but all right. So you know what? Yeah.
Wow.
There is like a die in my way. There we go. All right. Okay.
I even burned an effort to
I
try
know.
to
Hey,
not have that happen.
sometimes that's the way fate works. Oh, Jesus Christ. So sorry. But I need divine intervention for you guys. Oh, God, 9. Okay. So 9 plus, yeah, all right. The good news is they weren't that high. But the bad news is I roll high. All right. What was the lowest roll? Lowest total, I mean.
Probably
That was
mine.
cool.
What'd you get?
Jim rolled
I
a
had-
0.
So I had a grand total of either 2 or 3. It depends what you count, how you count it.
Let's just call it 3. And
Okay.
Chip, what was your total?
5.
Okay, 3, 5. And who was next lowest, do we think?
I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 12 too.
I'm 11 then.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
the
right.
12.
I
got a
rock.
So
Yeah,
I first off want to hear from Jaquetz and Chip how their attempt to run away failed miserably.
Oh man, it's got to be one of those like Han Solo scenes where we come around the bend, and there are all the guards. Like we just come around the bend, and there's a whole bunch of them, and we're just like words we can only use once in a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any further conditions to you two, except for the fact that you have been captured.
Yeah. It's like we come around the bend, and we're like, ah.
Yeah. All right. And then who had the next lowest? I think it was the 11.
Oh, that's
Right.
me.
All right. I want you to tell me how you almost succeeded.
Yeah, I think I get all the way across the control panel and I start slamming a button and I realize it was like one more over. And I think what I slammed down is probably like shutting all the doors kind of a thing instead of
You clearly were thinking of the schematics of Babylon 3.
Yes, exactly. The conspiracy theory was slightly off.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Tylen, Seamus, you're tied with me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, you want to do the ever popular roll off? Do you want to succeed at a cost, fail but gain an asset? Or
I definitely want to do a roll off.
All right. I hear one roll off. What about you, Seamus? You don't have to do the same thing.
I want to fail and get an asset.
Okay. So, all right. We will come back to your asset. All right. Roll off. It's up to.
Oh my gosh.
Get a 0.
And this is why I didn't want to do a roll off.
Glenn's going to get a 5. No, it's only a 2.
That's more insulting.
Come on, Glenn.
Glenn gets 3 5s in a row.
Hey, it could be worse. At least Galaxy Fox isn't against you. All right.
Oh my gosh.
So, Seamus, tell us how you seeded and what your failure, though, had a silver lining of.
Oh, for me, so I'm basically tripping everybody, and then I turn around and I look up, and there's just a PPG just pointed at my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at the guy and I go, Bob?
All right.
'Cause, oh, by the way, I was an Earth Force security officer, a lieutenant colonel, back when B4 was constructed.
Okay. Yes. You may give that as a former, what you just described.
Well, I was former, but now at this time, I'm a present. I'm back at B4's time.
Yep, that's true. That is true. But it's only level 1, so I
do understand. It's not going to be great, but it's there.
Yeah, I don't think you were very popular with the chain of command.
Well, I was in security. They didn't like us.
Yeah. So he looks down at you, Seamus. And with that, Tylen, tell us how you almost pulled this off. Tell me what it looked like as success was so close.
I had them all in my trance, and then somebody tripped them all. Completely lost their minds.
Yep, except Bob. Bob, for some reason, just had his eyes on Seamus and kept his feet and his PPG firmly planted at him. All right, that was your oh, by the way, but you still gain a temporary asset. And I'm going to say known to Babylon 4 is 1. That's going to be your asset that you can actually add in addition to features on a roll sometime in the future if it applies. All right. That's an ephemeral asset. Okay. So you guys basically are all captured. They're taking you to the headquarters. You can see on the main monitors this weird alien-looking ship carrying this massive, if you can imagine a pipe bomb the size of a skyscraper. That's what this thing looks like. And the commander wearing a brown Earth Force uniform, bald head, turns around and he's like, Seamus, I thought you rotated off. What are you doing with these invaders? What is that out there?
These are not invaders. This is a classified operation, and you need to destroy that thing right now.
We aren't even fully operational yet.
Yeah. Do you have anything in the defense grid?
Well, we do have, and you hear, hull breach. Seamus, what do you know about that?
I don't know anything. Get the grid activated and destroy that, or it's going to blow up the whole station.
All right. So let's see how much they believe you. Is anyone helping him in this play?
Oh yeah, I can. I'm going to try to affect their emotional state towards him.
Yeah.
To be happy and listening to him, he's the one that they should.
I like that.
To.
I think that's clever and cool. And Seamus, I think this is a clever move. I think it's a cool move. I think it's a crazy move on your part. Anyone else helping out in this play?
Oh, Gideon will say something, surely.
What will he say?
I don't want to undermine your this is a secret mission thing. I think he says something more along the lines of, look, clearly we are not the greatest threat to what is happening here. If you look outside your window, you will see that there is something terrible headed our way, and I think you should consider that the priority at the moment.
Fair enough. How about Jaquetz? Anything on this play?
You know, I guess there's a way I could roll even more ones. No,
There might be.
no, I don't think I really have much. I feel I am in no way persuasive.
You can just rest. That is acceptable.
Yeah, I'll just
And
stand in the back and glower.
Speaking of rest, Chip's been awfully sleepy. Chip, any thing you're adding to this action?
Is everybody here human? All these other folks that don't trust us?
Is not. Tylen is not. The ones who captured you are all human. They're all human on the force uniforms.
Well, I'll use my human feature. Be like, hey, look, we're all humans here, right? We can all trust each other. We're good people. Not these weird looking ones, but
Okay, so you're going to appeal to their common humanity.
yes.
He's appealing to their racism.
This appeal to their literal xenophobia. All right.
I tried to put it nicely, but sure. All right. So anyway, that's a terrible way of framing it, but it still applies. So I think this is a crazy move on your part. Definitely out of the box, divergent thinking.
One way to put it, sure.
Glenn's so polite.
Yes, I'm going to give you crazy for that. And I think, Seamus, your move is clever. I think if you pull it off, it's cool. I don't know that it's that crazy from your perspective.
No, I think it's definitely right up my normal highway.
Yours is definitely clever and it's definitely cool messing with their minds. And Gideon, what are you bringing to this? I think you're being very supportive. I think that is the clever move. I don't know that it's that cool or crazy what you're doing, just a little clever. And you guys can figure out which features are applying. And I will say being disarmed does not impact you on this. Being shot in the arm, I think it does affect your ability to concentrate on your mind powers a little, Tylen. So I think that does still apply. And Chip, people have not been trusting you. In fact, your whole team's been looking at you kind of funny. So mistrusted is going to apply.
But it's not the team I'm trying to convince. See, these other people don't know I shot my own teammate yet. Not yet.
You know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think you make a compelling argument. We won't apply it. Seamus, you are concussed, so I think that affects your eloquence a little bit.
Yes, I am. I'm spending 2 efforts so I can roll an extra die and get rid of the condition.
I'm spending
So-
one effort also.
I'm spending 1 effort to get rid of the condition.
Okay.
One of the conditions.
Well, I believe, is your condition at level 2 or level 1?
It's level 2, so I'm going to spend
Yeah,
1 to
spend
get
2.
rid of 1. Oh, I have to spend 2.
Well, no, you can spend 1. It'll mean you still
I only had 1 left. That's why I
Yep,
was only spending
that
1.
works. All right.
And I am going with my shifty human and known to Babylon 4.
Okay. I am trying to roll my own die here.
Can I
Doesn't roll.
argue-
We win.
By the way, you can add your asset to this, Seamus.
So I can add. That's what I was doing.
You can add your base is the highest feature plus
Okay.
1 for one additional feature plus
Oh,
for
well then I
the
get a 10. So I'm going. I'll use Seamus Griffley, shifty human.
yeah.
So it's 3. So I'm a 10, not a 9.
Oh,
then
thank God! I rolled a 0.
Hey, about time.
All right, what was the lowest you guys had?
I had an 8.
I'm gonna guess it's Jim.
I didn't roll at all.
Yeah, you're
I'm
good.
just standing in the back glowering to not
You're good.
not
You're
mess
good.
this up anymore and wind up somehow like burning
Right.
myself again. I don't know. Something
All
will
right.
happen.
So, who was the lowest?
I
8?
think that would be an 8.
All right. The lowest was an 8, and that was Chip.
That was Chip.
All right, Chip, I want you to describe, though, how your appeal to their humans actually helped.
Did it actually help?
It
With
did.
an eight?
We get the xenophobic crew.
I rolled a 0. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. They look at the others and say, oh, yeah, kind of lean in and whisper. They're like, yeah, they're not like us, are they? I see what you're saying. So I like the way you think. I like the cut of your jib.
They
And I'm
do
just like,
indeed.
yeah,
They
that's
do
right.
indeed.
Oh dear.
And I'm going to say, because he played into this, it was really creepy, but I think you guys trust him a little bit more. You can bring your mistrusted down to 1.
That's right.
not
Nothing like a little racism to bring us together.
God, I'm trying to help you. Anyway, all right.
I think mine actually goes
the Narn and Mabari are going to together to murder you later. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, who was the next lowest?
That would be a 9. I think it was both me and Elder Goblin.
All right, so why don't we start with Gideon? Tell us how you were able to help in this situation.
I'm just pointing at the big screen with the giant alien ship coming towards us.
Okay, yeah,
and-
no,
and
that
going,
they're like they're looking at this one human, they're looking at this other human, pointing it out clearly. They're starting to feel the human vibe. So, Tylen, tell us how though you were able to mess with their minds to help.
I think I actually convinced them that the non-humans in the group were humans.
Oh yeah, totally. They now think you and Jaquettes are human. Totally.
So now they're wondering why Chip's going, not like these other guys. They don't know who they're talking about.
Well, they saw Gideon pointing outside, so they think now they're talking about like the clearly alien ship.
Oh, okay.
But Seamus, how do you put this over the edge?
Oh, I'm giving him an order. So
Let's
I'm
hear
giving you a direct order. Fire on that alien vessel.
You heard the man. Fire! They let loose with everything that B4 has. There is a massive explosion in space. The whole station is rocked, and you still hear hull breach, hull breach. We have to get off the ship. We have to start evacuating. And you feel a lurch, but it is not a lurch in space. You feel a lurch in time, and you see almost like static electrical, St. Elmo's fire, jumping back and forth between the surfaces of the command section and the silver circles that you were all given by Zathras. You feel as if time is moving incredibly slowly and yet moving incredibly quickly as the whole ship lurches, but not in space, in time. And all of you are no longer in the command state.
Oh?
Ooh.
You are actually now in the ship. You're in Chip's ship.
Chip.
Somehow you have lurched back, not just in time, but back to your ship.
We're back
But
in
you're
the
still
Millennium
attached-
Goose.
But you're still attached to Babylon 4.
Right.
What just happened?
We're
Seamus.
getting out of here.
Seamus, you notice, because you were previously paying attention to the sensors, that they're going off. There's something else out there now.
Gosh.
What am I seeing?
You are seeing the signatures of a number of Earth Force ships.
Earth Force ships from where?
The signal transponder is indicating they're coming from Babylon 5.
Oh.
Folks, I think
Wait.
we've jumped ahead.
The airlock opens, and you see a spacesuited figure come through, and you see almost like a little electrical aftershock coursing over. He takes off the helmet, and you see it is Sinclair, but he looks different. He looks
Until what happened?
we were able, Zathras and I were able to get the device connected to the outside of the hull, and then Zathras went inside to set off the hull breach alarm. When the ship exploded out there, it threw everything off, and I don't know. He looks 10 years older.
Right.
Oh dear.
He looks over at the sensors. Oh, those are Babylon 5 ships. You hear a call come in that you can intercept from Babylon 4 to Babylon 4 from these ships. Attention station, this is Commander Jeffrey Sinclair from Babylon 5. We are coming to render assistance and evacuate your personnel.
Entelza? So you're out there and here. This is why I don't like time travel.
You have to get they have to get the crew off. They can't go back in time with us. They'll never be accepted.
Okay.
I have to go and try and get Zathras out.
So we have to run interference to keep the new Babylon 5 people from getting on here, or do you want us to get the people from Babylon 4 off of here, or both, or neither? Which people are we talking about?
We got to get the crew of Babylon 4 off the station.
If that's coming from Babylon 5, we've gone forward, not backwards in time. We're unstuck. I've got to get Zathras. Sinclair, myself. Oh, this is so odd. We'll probably get them evacuated. I have to get Zathras. If you do not go through the rift, you'll be stranded either here or 1,000 years back in time. Your one chance is to take off now and head through the rift. He points out to where you can see the hole in space-time still open.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Well, Entelza, where you go, I go.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Seamus, I'm going back before humans were known to exist. We were not contacted for centuries. You would not be accepted there.
But fine.
I think Gideon pulls out his data pad, checks his credit score, and he's like, yeah, I think we need to go a little further back.
So Gideon, you want to go 1,000 years back where humans would be an oddity? You could.
No better way to establish my brand.
Oh my gosh.
So as he's talking to you, Seamus, a massive, what looks like electrical surge courses over his spacesuit and he disappears.
What the?
Well, that solves that problem. All right.
It is running late. Let's go. So,
To the ship. Let's go.
You're in the ship.
Oh, then to the hole in space. Let's go. Let's go.
rift.
Rift. Go. Punch it, Marge.
So you guys start punching it towards the rift. And as you get closer, a massive arc of energy, plasma-like in shape, strikes the Millennium. And little streamers of energy strike all of you.
Uh-oh.
And everything goes white, completely blinding you. The next thing you know, you guys are on Babylon 5.
Oh.
You are in the you're up on one of the terraces in the main center of the ship that has the massive green areas and parks. And as you appear there, you see one of the trains that traverse almost through the center of the station where there's zero gravity nearly explode.
Okay.
And you see there is some small figure that is like falling very slowly because it's almost microgravity at that point, but he's accelerating. Clearly, someone who jumped out just as it exploded.
Mm.
And very quickly, Jaquetz, what's your highest feature?
Technomage.
And Gideon, what's your highest feature?
Gideon.
And Tyler, what's your highest feature?
Telepath.
And Chip, what's your highest feature?
Smuggler.
All right. Okay, so very quick, we're going to have a fate roll here. I want Tylen, Seamus, and Chip. I want you guys to just roll a simple D6. You're not spending anything on it. Sixes are still zeros.
I don't think I've rolled higher than a 2 tonight.
I am so sorry. That is statistically unlikely.
Well, I'm playing, so it just makes sense.
All right.
Let's see. I blame Wes. So yeah.
Yeah, I have. I think the roll for Tylen is 2, and for who rolled the 3?
I got 3. That's Tylen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who rolled the 2?
That was me.
That would be Chip.
And Seamus?
You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me to roll. So I am defending Ranger. So I'm.
Yeah, I need you to roll a d6. I already
Sorry.
knew you.
It helps if I click on the right window.
Some would say.
Some would say that would be a 0.
Am I rolling as well?
Nope.
Go.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope. All right. Tylen had the 3, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Tylen, you feel controlled anger. You feel intense focus, and you follow your telepathic senses, and you see that there is a hidden Centauri near where you are, holding what looks like a PPG rifle and taking aim at the falling figure.
Guys, there's somebody. There's a sniper.
Yeah.
I go attack that and trip. So,
All right. You know what, Seamus, go ahead. I think that's your defending ranger, clearly. And anything else you're bringing to this party?
shifty human, probably.
I'll buy it. And I think
So-
that's the clever move. I think it's the cool move. The fact that you're just
Sure.
running headlong to attack an unknown sniper is a little crazy. So I'm giving you all 3. Anyone else making an action on this?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Can we
Chip.
see this guy?
Yeah, you can see him now that Tylen's pointed him out.
Oh.
All right.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go mess him up then. Yeah.
Yeah. Those smuggler reactions and my superior human body reflexes, just.
Yep. Seamus, remember you're still concussed.
Yep.
Chip, you know what? You're just taking a shot at this guy. You're mistrusting. It does not apply here. So go ahead and you can apply those features. I think it's the clever move. I think if you shoot him dead, it's a cool move. It's a little crazy shooting at a guy and you don't know the sitch. So I'll give you all 3. Jaquetz, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm pulling out some kind of technomage stuff and doing the equivalent of shooting as well because man, I hate Centauris.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
is true.
You
Yes.
totally do.
I freaking hate Centauris. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I think this is one situation where the fact that you are on
Oh, I'm
edge
crazy.
is going to work to your advantage. So
Oh,
rarely features can work against you and conditions can work for you. So
Okay.
you may actually use that condition and add it as if it was an
Cool.
asset.
Cool. Awesome. And I'm gonna spend an effort to get 2 because
Yep.
dice
But
have been hating me tonight.
remember, you're also burned one.
Oh yeah, no, I know I'm burned one. I
Yep.
am aware. I'm at I think I had total of +4 because of the burn and all of
Yep.
those things. All right.
And you can figure out your math.
Sure.
Gideon, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to spend my last 2 efforts to unjam my gun.
Thank God.
Okay. You know what? Yep.
And would you say this is a situation where my conspiracy theorist nature
Oh yeah.
is playing into the shooter scene?
I truly believe it is.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to use that. And oh wait, I don't get an effort actually.
All right. And Tylen, you kicked off this party. Is Mr. Mir doing anything?
How close is he?
He's within. You could easily close the distance if you run.
Oh, I don't want to close the distance. I just want to throw a knife at his throat.
You are in knife throwing distance.
Then that's what I will do.
You are bringing a knife to a gunfight, but that is cool. I think it's a little crazy. Is it clever throwing a knife at a gunman? I don't know if it is.
It's not aimed at me.
You know what? You make a fair point. It's clever. Go for it. Remember that you are wounded, though. You've been shot in the shoulder. That's going to affect your throw. All right. You guys got all of your rolls planned, and let's see what your opposition gets. Ooh, thank God.
Woohoo!
Whoever rolled a single 5, roll another die and add it to that, and you get an effort back.
I never heard if mine was clever, cool, or crazy to shoot at this guy.
I do apologize. It is clever. It is cool. It is crazy. It's exactly what Jaquetz would do.
Oh, I'm Jaquetz.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that
Gideon?
I heard the wrong person.
Gideon.
I'm jamming my pistol, firing at a random guy because I think it fits my conspiracy theory.
Yep. I think that is clever. I think it's cool. I think it's crazy. It's literally a conspiracy theory being used. So yes. Hey, at least you learned which is lower of your features that you used?
Conspiracy theory.
Well, hey, at least you gain another 0.1 to being a conspiracy theorist. Congratulations.
What we all need in the world, more
conspiracy theorists. Yes.
More confident conspiracy theorists.
Oh, they're usually pretty confident. All right.
And Glenn can explain the neurochemistry behind that. So.
Actually, we could, but we'll need a whole other live stream. All right. So what was the lowest anyone had?
Probably mine with a 9. Well,
Okay.
unless Jordan got
7.
lower. You got a 7. All right.
7, 9.
I get an 11.
I'm an 11.
I got 10.
All right. So let's see here. I'm going to say with that roll, you had a 7. Gideon, you are tied. Do you want to do anything about that tie? Your colleagues can cover for you, so you could just play it safe. But if you want to do a roll off or something else.
No, I think my stupid gun jams a second time.
Yep, I think so. So no harm, no foul. And then Chip, you hit first. So tell us how you help, but don't finish off getting this sniper.
Doesn't kill him, so I just spin around and one quick shot hits the rifle.
Indeed, right out of his hand. And then who had the next lowest?
It was me.
And what you had an 11?
Yeah, I had 10.
You had a 10. And anyone else have a 10?
No, I think Jim and I were both.
All right, Tylen, tell us how your knife helps but doesn't finish off this threat.
Doesn't quite get to his neck. It falls short and stabs him in the foot, and he jumps up in pain.
He does. And then Jaquetz and Seamus, what were yours?
Both
At
11.
Yeah.
Both 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Seamus, I want you to tell us how you were part of finishing off this sniper, but then Jaquetz, you're going to tell us how you finished this Centauri off.
Oh man, I mean, he jumps
Seamus?
up from getting the knife in his boot, and I'm going, I'm going to go. Funny thing about running around with a rifle, you tend to get seen, and I just take my pike and I swing it into his gut.
Yeah. Jaquetz?
Yeah, it's just looks like force lightning kind of thing. Psh. That's he's gonna it's technomagi lightning at him to kind of finish him off.
Yeah. And as you finish him off, 4 of you see a glowing winged figure ascending and gently grabbing the falling figure. For you, Jaquetz, this looks like a figure out of the ancient religion of the Narns. For you, Tylen, this looks like the angelic figure of the Minbari spiritual force Valaria. And for you, Seamus and Gideon, it looks like an angel out of the ancient Abrahamic faith. Seamus, what angel do you think it might look like?
What angel do I think it might look like?
Seamus, yeah.
It just, to me, it's very strange because I being from my particular background, I actually see it shimmer.
Yeah.
Between a human and an almost a ridge like a Minbari kind of is superimposed over it.
Indeed. And Chip, you don't see anything.
Uh-oh.
And as you realize you don't see anything, an arc of energy enwraps you all. And you find yourselves on the command bridge of Babylon 5. You see that there's battle damage to it, but on it is standing the figure of Captain John Sheridan, commander of Babylon 5, alive. But you see and hear a number of jump gates opening before him. And you hear over the comm, "This is Captain Drake to Babylon 5. You are ordered to surrender and prepare to be boarded by order of President Clark." Do any of you see or do and say or do anything in this moment?
We're not supposed to be here. I'm trying to not exist.
Okay, so trying to keep it stealthy. Gotcha.
Yes.
Are all of you trying to keep low key as best you can? They do seem distracted by these Earth Force ships appearing.
Do I either have or can I look on a screen and find out what is the date local to here? Where am I? When am I? When are we at this point? I don't even know.
This is still in your past. This was when Babylon 5 declared its independence from Earth. You remember that?
Yeah.
So is that bad if you're a human?
Does it matter if you're human?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just tap on the little silver disc that I'm assuming we still have on us.
You do.
And is this thing working?
And as you do,
Yeah.
you hear one of the other people in the battle station go, 4 jump points opening right on top of us. And then it cuts over and you see the figure of a Minbari woman, but she has long dark hair like a human. "This is Ambassador Delen of the Minbari. Babylon 5 is under our protection. Withdraw." or be destroyed. You hear the humans in the Earth Force ships. Negative, we have authority here. Do not force us to engage your ship. She quickly quips back. Why not? Only one human captain has ever survived combat with the Minbari fleet. He is behind me. You are in front of me. If you value your lives, be somewhere else. You actually see, it's amazing, like in an eye blink, the Earth Force ships start to turn around and jump gates open as they flee with their tails behind them. And in that moment, another white cascade of light. And you are now on a ship that only Seamus recognizes. You are on the bridge of the White Star. And you can see that there is Captain Sheridan and Delenn, a woman with the dark hair and Minbari features. And you see also on the screen an aged Captain, not Captain, you see Ambassador Sinclair. You all need to go through before you get trapped here. And he looks back. Seamus, you're not supposed to be there. But you all, Delenn, you can trust them. Sinclair out. He turns off, and you start to see that temporal hole starting to widen. The captain, Sheridan, turns to you all. I don't know how you got on this ship, but I guess if Sinclair vouches for you, he looks at Seamus. You look like a ranger.
Yeah. Not exactly sure what's going on here.
Well, were you with Sinclair?
Yes. We were trying to steal Babylon 4 after Babylon 5 was destroyed.
Well,
Spoilers.
He says that's where, and then he turns around. Destroyed. And then Delenn said, Sinclair said something much about having visions of Babylon 5 being destroyed. That's, I think, part of why he had to go back with Babylon 4. Well, what are we supposed to do with you 5? By the way, all of you get a sinking feeling when you realize this is not your timeline.
Not gonna worry about this too much.
No,
in our timeline, Babylon 5 died. It's okay. We're good to go to a different timeline.
I am interested to see what Gideon's investment portfolio looks like now.
Right. Maybe it works out better. There should be another guy though. Do we see do you guys have a Zathras?
No,
Should be a
Zathras
Zathras with us. Didn't he? Did
Zathras
he?
always goes back.
Doesn't Zathras come with us?
Nope. Always goes back.
Okay. All right. Don't know
Either
where
way
Zathras
is bad for Zathras.
is bad for Zathras. Anyway, never mind. What should you do with us? I'm a techno mage. Let's go let's get the heck out of here. Let's go.
So Delenn says, I believe the Rangers could have use of a special unit that, let's say, would be confusing to anyone trying to keep track of them.
Confusing is what we do best.
And with that, I will say the Babylon Project was our last best hope for peace. It failed. But in the year of the Shadow War, it became something greater, our last best hope for victory. The year is 2260, and the place, Babylon 5.
Woo-hoo.
You guys said you'd turn into pumpkin at 11, so I did a little.
11:01. We're doing okay. You're good.
Perfect timing.
That was
All right.
awesome.
Quick question: does anyone have any effort left?
Nope.
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
3.
Okay.
I
All
could
right.
roll 3 more ones.
No. We're at the end, but we're at the end of the session, and even though this is a one shot, my advice is always wrap it up as if it wasn't, because you never know when people want to revisit those characters.
Sure.
So basically, because this was a one shot, the rate of exchange for effort is 0.8. So
Ooh.
you have 0.8, Dave, that you can spend on increasing your pro. Any particular feature you would like to increase, you can split the 0.8. You can give it all to one feature. What would you like?
Oh, if I can split it, then I could split it between my telepath and my dealer and get both of them up.
Yep, go ahead. So that's going to, I think, get them over into the next level, right?
Correct. Yep.
Excellent. And you, my friend, my Techno Mage Narn, have 3 times 0.8. So you have 2.4 experience to spend. You cannot spend any more than 1.0 on any one feature.
Okay. I would have to look at this a little more, but I definitely I'm putting 0.1 because I'm at 4.9 right now on my Techno Mage. So he's going to bump up to a 5.
Yeah.
Because, hell yeah.
Perfect. So that leaves you with 4.3, 2.3. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Things to do.
Yeah. You can tell me in the group chat.
Sure.
That's great. So thank you so much. That's Babylon 5. That's Clever, Cool, Crazy. So
all right. Thank you so much for running this for us.
Thank you.
It was fun being in Babylon 5.
It was fun being
I tried to capture as much of it as I could. I hope I did it justice.
But I just thought it was fun to know every episode that I was in. So that was kind of cool. So
yeah, that was kind of fun.
It was kind of
I was
fun.
kind of thinking, are we going to wind up with Jack the Ripper too? But
that would have been awesome.
I was so tempted, but it just would not fit.
No, it doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
So
now there was one. I kind of, if we had more time, I was not going to have you end up on the command deck during the battle with Earth Force. You were actually going to end up in the shuttle bay, and you could have chosen to either fight with the Narn against the Earth Force invaders, or get in Star Furies and do
go out and fight, go out and shoot things.
Yeah,
Star Furies would have been fun.
I know.
All
but
right.
We didn't quite have time for that. And then if we had had even more time, the last jump before you would have landed on the White Star is you would have jumped on another White Star commanded by a certain Captain Erickson.
Right before, oh man. Okay.
You would have broken bad.
That would not have been good. So
no.
That would have been bad. Okay. Listen, it's 11 o'clock. This was a lot of fun. And folks, we're not going to do the sign off for everybody because I think everybody's about to fall asleep. And Scrat is moving his squirrel around, which is never a good sign. You just don't know what's going to happen. So everybody check out Glenn with RPGs against versus AD and his this Clever, Cool, Crazy system, which is all of it. Scrat at a Squirrel Place, who will one day have an interview on the channel. Dave with Grimwood Games does awesome work. And check out Ironbound and Playbound coming out. Jorben, the Elder Goblin himself, has a new video out for the podcast today. What's the name of the episode? This one I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, playing Shadow Dark with a booktuber.
That's true. So you got a reader to go.
I watched that. It's really good, guys. You need to go check it out.
Looking forward to it. And then we have Jim, who apparently has multiple YouTube channels that I know nothing about. So go check it out. But we had a really good time. Thank you for being here, everybody. And until we see each other again, happy playing, everyone.
And thank you, Wes, for hosting.